Welcome back to Pyramid guys. A new accessory for the R1300 GS that we've just launched is the topic today, the Extenda Fenda Extra. We're going to take a detailed look at it, how it fits, what it's for, and just everything you could possibly want to know about it. Let's get straight to it. We're making good progress here at Pyramid with designing all of the accessories we had planned for this bike. So far, we've got the standard Extenda Fenda, the Extenda Fenda Extra that we're looking at today, a spray guard extension, an engine cover, a splash plate. We've got an engine guard that's close to being released as well, prototype on screen, and also a full rear wheel hugger. That one we're anticipating is going to be quite popular, so we're looking forward to releasing that. Stay tuned on our socials. Obviously, the topic today is the Extenda Fenda Extra. So, the Extenda Fenda Extra that we're looking at here, it's a little bit different to the standard Extenda Fenda that we have available. This one's obviously much bigger. It's even more protective than the standard Extenda Fenda, and it also fits a little bit differently as well. Obviously, the whole point of an Extenda Fenda is to protect this area of your bike from any debris brought up by the front wheel, your exhaust headers, your engine, your radiator. That's what an Extenda Fenda is for. And it's particular bikes like this where we have two different Extenda Fenda options available. We've obviously got a normal generic Extenda Fenda available for hundreds of motorbikes out there nowadays, whereas the Extenda Fenda Extra we only tend to design for bikes that really stand out and we think could do with them, just like this R1300 GS here. That's why we've got an Extra available for it. Now, the two options we have available for the GS are quite different. The standard Extenda Fenda extends the front guard by 140mm, while this Extenda Fenda Extra extends the guard by 250mm, so it's almost double the length of the standard Extenda Fenda. Pretty impressive. And because of it being slightly bigger, we need to make it fit a little bit differently as well. It comes with these same sticky pads that our standard Extenda Fenda comes with, and it also comes with a pair of nice textured matte black powder coated brackets which fix to the side of the Extenda Fenda Extra and to the brake calipers. I will show you exactly how to fit this to the GS in a minute. Well, that's why this is a little bit different to a standard Extenda Fenda. It's a lot more sturdy, it's a lot bigger, it fits a bit differently, and it'll obviously do an even better job at protecting the bike from any crap brought up by the front wheel. Now, just very quickly before I show you how the extension fits, I'm going to show you a quick preview of our rear hugger. This is what it's going to look like. This is just a 3D printed prototype for now, but the final product is on its way. It's almost in its finishing stages. The hugger cap itself will be made from ABS, while the bracket arm will be made from cast aluminium, so it's going to be an extremely sturdy product. It's going to come with a couple of brackets and all of the bolts that you'll need to fit it. I suspect that this will be available at some point in July. That's what we're hoping for. So if you're watching this video at some point after July, our rear hugger will be available. Check out our website and our YouTube channel. There will be a video on it. But if you're still waiting for this rear hugger, we're working on it. It's getting pretty close. There's some images on screen what it looks like on the bike. We think it looks pretty damn good. It's on its way. We're getting there. So the first step for fitting the Extenda Fenda Extra is to grab the Extenda Fenda Extra piece itself and the two brackets. One for the left-hand side, one for the right-hand side. Now, we supply an assortment of nuts, bolts and washers with the kit. Those are what you will want to use to attach the brackets to the extender. So that's the first step to do. Now, you'll want to poke the bolts through from the outside, so pop your bracket in place, stick a washer on the bolts we provide and pop them through like so. You can then turn it over onto the inside, place another washer over the threads, and then place the nylon nut, securing it into place. Now, you want to have it fairly loose to start with. Don't tighten it up. Next thing to do is use the sticky pads that we provide and place them on this face here, the portion of the extender that's going to go below your standard front guard. Not only do you secure the Extenda Fenda Extra to the brake caliper bolts using the brackets, you also stick it to the front guard as well, so there's no way it's going to come loose while riding. You'll only need about 5 of these, spaced evenly apart, away from the edges. That's all you'll need. There we are. I've used 6 in total in that pattern there. That should be adequate enough. Once you've got the stickers on there ready, you then want to remove the 4 brake caliper bolts, 2 on each side. They are M10 bolts. With all of the caliper bolts removed, you can then prepare the surface of the OEM front guard ready for the adhesive stickers using the adhesion promoter wipe that we supply. It's just a normal wipe. You just want to wipe the inside of this guard, make sure it's clean to start with, so get some soapy water under there, clean it thoroughly, and then use this adhesion promoter. Be very careful with this wipe though. You don't want to get it on any of these surfaces or any exposed surfaces, because it can react with plastic quite aggressively sometimes. So just rub it gently on the inside, that's all you need. Just make sure to keep the wipe away from any external surfaces of the Extra or your front guard, or anything else for that matter. You're then ready to place the Extenda Fenda Extra into place. So you can remove the backing from the little moon stickers that you've placed on the Extenda Fenda Extra's face. And then you can then slide it into place. Now you want to make sure that the holes line up with the brake caliper bolts, and you also want to make sure that this face of the Extenda Fenda Extra goes behind your front guard, obviously. There we go, I've got this in the right place. Don't put too much pressure on these stickers just yet, just in case you need to realign it, but that is in place. The holes line up perfectly on each side for the brake caliper bolts. Once you've got it there, you can loosely put the brake caliper bolts back into place, very loosely for the time being. One there, one there, just to help hold it into place. We'll pop the other ones in the other side as well. So once the brake caliper bolts are loosely in place, you can then tighten these 4 bolts fully using an 8mm spanner and an Allen key. The general rule is just tighten it until sufficient resistance is felt. There we go, that should be okay there. I'll repeat the same on the other side. Once those 4 bolts are tightened, you can then go back to the brake caliper bolts and tighten them properly. Now, these being brake caliper bolts, you are going to want to torque them correctly, ideally. And for the R1300 GS, these particular brake caliper bolts, I believe, need to be torqued to a rating of 38 Newton meters. So ideally, you're going to want to do that. With the brake caliper bolts torqued up, that is basically the installation complete. Now, whenever you use adhesive stickers from us here at Pyramid, like the ones we used on the extender face, it's recommended that you leave them clamped for at least 12 hours. It's always recommended. If you're having any issues during fitting, feel free to drop us a line. I'm sure we can help out. Well, that is pretty much everything you'd need to know. Let's straighten the handlebars so you can see. Plenty of clearance, goes quite well with our engine guard there. Yeah, there you go. Hopefully this video has been helpful for anybody wanting to learn a bit more about our Extenda Fenda Extra, or just to see how it fits. As I said, lots more accessories available for this bike and many more to come. Keep an eye on our socials, so just drop us a follow on all of our socials to keep up to date. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Cheers.